All right, let's take a look at McDonald's. McDonald's is an interesting little spot here. I'm looking at two technical levels here. One of them in yellow is the 50-day moving average, which we know is pretty important. And McDonald's seems to follow it pretty well. Look at the 50 coming up big there. The 50 coming up big in this area. The 50 again right here. But look what happened. The 50 yesterday got broken. Late in the day, the 50 was broken. And this flat line here, which is a pretty good flat line, 156.50, 156.55. That flat line there came up strong and held McDonald's from breaking down after breaking the 50. Now McDonald's sits in between the 50-day moving average and this pretty impressive 156.50 flat line. And those two lines are only about 35 cents apart. So, one of two things is probably going to happen here. We're either going to go up and break back above the 50-day moving average and go for a little run, or we're going to break below this flat line and get hit. One or the other is going to happen. Now, we know that McDonald's is going to follow the Dow, more so obviously than it's going to follow the NASDAQ. The Dow, first and foremost, secondly the S&P. So when we're watching McDonald's, we definitely want to keep more of an eye on the Dow and the S&P as a guideline for McDonald's. McDonald's will take its energy, if you will, from the Dow and the S&P more so than the NASDAQ. So it's a real simple play. We get back up over the 50-day moving average with the market roughly unchanged or better up. We're buying some calls at McDonald's. If the stock breaks that flat line and trades down, then we're looking at buying some puts, especially if the Dow and the S&P, the overall market, is down. But remember, if the overall market is only moving 0.2%, that's not really up or down. That's more of just the noise, the intraday volatility. That's not momentum. Beyond that, we can start talking about momentum.